Alright, we are live. What is up, everybody? We already got some people in here. Pretty sweet. Alright, so we got quite a bit to discuss today. Oops, hold up. I gotta get rid of that. Alright. See, we already got 8 people. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I know. Server 23 doesn't have yellow yet, but I'm gonna be bringing up somebody to yellow, so don't worry about it. Does the music seem too loud to you guys? It seems very loud to me. It's probably just my headphones, though. Alright, so we got a lot to discuss today. We got to bring in the new heroes, which are Bolt, Ariel, and Gadget. Ariel and Gadget are just going to be a prediction. Actually, isn't there somebody else that's new that we need to add in? Yeah, I think Ariel's going to be really good. I don't know if I want to place her on Best of the Best before she even joins the game, technically, but yeah, I think Ariel's going to be really, really good. I just noticed that one of her friend discs is actually a counter to true damage, so Ariel's actually going to be a counter for Shigo, Wasabi, and pretty much everybody else that does true damage that they added in recently, which is pretty much every single new hero. So that is going to be that. Pretty much everything in this tier list is going to be done via poll. Yeah, pretty much everything that we do is going to be done via poll today, voted on by you guys. So if you guys are not in the chat, I suggest getting in the chat because we do everything voted on by poll. So if you want to get the full tier list stream experience, definitely get yourself into the chat. That's where pretty much everything goes down. And yeah, we already got a bunch of people in here. So it sounds like we should start with Ariel. That seems like a good place. Bolt is definitely very good. I was just working on a war hit for a video right before this, and there was a Bolt line that I was working on, and my god, it sucked. So it makes me think that Bolt is very good. So let's start with Ariel. I think Ariel's a good place to start with, since she's already blowing up in the chat right here. So we're gonna make a little poll action here. Ariel, she's going. Best of the best. Really good. I'm not even gonna go below that because I don't think she's gonna go any lower than really good. And this is just a prediction. Obviously, no one has Ariel yet, or Gadget, to be honest, so. Alright, so Ariel poll is going up right now. We're just going to kick this off right away. Hopefully we get some more people in here. I tried to make these squares. Side note, I tried to make the squares for each of the sections. I made like F's in the chat slightly smaller in order to make space. So hopefully we don't run out of space here. Because, man, there's so many heroes now. Especially in freaking balanced damage. Jesus Christ, there's so many heroes. So yeah, we're gonna start today with the 3 or 4 new heroes. I feel like I can't remember if there's somebody else. I don't know why. I'm like totally spacing. We're gonna do Ariel, Bolt, and Gadget. Again, I feel like there's somebody else. Maybe somebody can remind me down in the chat. So we're gonna start with the new heroes first, as always. And then we're going to move on to some of the heroes that we want to discuss and move around. And I have a list here from both the forums as well as just the various chats that I've seen on social medias over the course of the past month. So we're going to talk about them. And then we also have some that were on the survey. So we're going to get into all of that first. And then after all that, we're going to see if there's anybody else that needs to be moved around. So that's going to be the plan for today. So, it looks like, what do we have so far? We have 62% for Best of the Best for Ariel. Oh yeah, Helga is definitely on my list of heroes to discuss, and so is GoGo. And Lilo also. I think Lilo needs to move down, to be honest. I want to see if we can maybe get a few more people in here. give it another minute. It's only been like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna give it another minute or two to get everybody in here. So how you guys doing today? You guys doing good? You guys excited for this tier list stream? I definitely am. I love doing these tier list streams. They're fun. I feel like kind of pressure though sometimes, especially when some people get like angry about where heroes are. I'm like, bro, I did polls. I can't do much about it. Plus, there's so many heroes. Like, there's always like discussions about like heroes that have just been like sitting in one tier for like months and months and months and months. And I'm like, well, nobody brought up the discussion about the hero. So like, I just, overlook some heroes, So I can't really do much about that. But there was a few on my list that I think we can discuss that haven't really moved at all since the beginning of my tier list streams. Now this is month 8, which is kind of insane that I've been doing this for that long. Alright, doesn't really look like we're going to get any more votes, huh? Alright, so Ariel, we're just going to throw her right up into the best of the best, apparently. So let's do that. Why is it so small? Excuse me. Alright, Ariel. Prediction. And then we gotta change the font. Which friend disc is the one that does the true damage protection thing? Anybody in the chat want to let me know? Because I forget which one it is. I don't even know what her friend discs are, to be honest. I wasn't even looking. What is... That was Novacond, and then we gotta make them white. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping? Alright, so... Ariel is going right up top. Fairy Godmother sitting literally right on the line of really good and best of the best, since nobody can ever decide where she goes. Honestly, I kind of think Ariel's going to push Fairy Godmother out of the meta a little bit, because I think Ariel is definitely just a significantly better Fairy Godmother, plus she has the true damage protection, which is huge. Where is Helga? Is Helga not here? Did I, like, not save from last time? I may not have saved from the last time, huh? Because I do not see Helga anywhere. Oh, never mind. She's down there. Alright, cool. Thanks, King. I appreciate you. GE disc. Alright, that's the one. Alright, and then I don't think she's gonna get any of the letters. Actually, she's probably gonna be good for defense. That's my guess. I'm gonna put her in there. Alright, so Ariel is placed in best of the best. Maybe we can do another poll later if we get some more people in here and people want to bring it up again, but I think it's pretty fair to put her straight up to best of the best, even as just a prediction, even though nobody has her yet. Alright, so the next one we're going to talk about here is going to be Bolt. So we're going to end that poll. For those that just got here, if you are not in the chat, I definitely recommend getting in here, because we do every single vote of hero movement via poll that is done in the chat. So I recommend definitely getting in here for the full tier list stream experience. Alright, so next we're going to talk about Bolt. Best of the best. Really good. I don't think he's going to go any lower than really good, so I'm just not even going to bother putting balanced in there. Oh, Bolt. My boy Bolt. The poll is going up right now for those that are in the chat. We have one person that went straight for best of the best with him. I'm going to make some space for that while we have the stream going, or while we have the poll going. Because I have a feeling that is exactly what is going to happen here. What's up, someone? How you doing, man? And then after that, we're gonna put our predictions for Gadget. Gadget doesn't really excite me quite as much as Ariel or Bolt do. I honestly have no fucking clue what Gadget does. I read on the forums, but I just went straight over my head. I feel like Ariel just completely overshadows Gadget completely. And honestly, I didn't even know if Gadget was a girl. Yeah, Ham is on my list of heroes to discuss later. For sure. Alright, so we got 11 votes. It looks like Best of the Best is winning out for sure. We got another vote for really good. It's going to even out a little bit. We got 18 people in here. Ariel definitely does look insane. Almost everybody voted, so I appreciate you guys for getting in the chat and voting in these polls. It makes things very exciting. I don't remember what Ariel's red skill does, to be honest. Oh yeah, doesn't it like boost like every other one of her skills pretty much? Poor Ham. He has so much potential. I think he's just too slow. Like, he does tons of damage with his white skill, but I think he's just way too slow at getting it off and everything. Alright, I think Best of the Best is definitely going to win out. So, Bolt, my friend. First, we got to change the font to Arial Cond, like the rest of it, because it's going to bug me otherwise. And don't worry about if the tier list looks messy. I'm going to clean it up before it actually gets posted on the social medias. So I apologize if things look messy and stuff, but just so you guys know. I'm going to guess you're good for Heist, Mr. Bolt. Which friend is for Bolt? I honestly don't know. I haven't paid much attention. Definitely get a Heist. That's for sure. I don't know. I didn't notice that you got muted, my guy. Also, what's up, Oliver? I saw your chat up there. How you doing? I've never seen your name before. What's up? Clawhauser. Alright, so that's CL. Alright. Alright, so last one that we have last of the new heroes that we have to discuss here is going to be sorry, spacing out. So last one's gonna be Gadget. So we're going to end that poll. We're going to get up a Gadget poll here. I think this one might be a little bit more contested, you know? Alright, there we go. Gadget. This is also going to be a prediction. Prediction vote. I honestly do not know a single goddamn thing about Gadget, so you guys are totally the bosses of this one. I have absolutely no opinion on her, to be honest. Alright, Gadget poll is going up. Shank is really, really good, man. I love Shank. I can't believe we have so many damage heroes. Because before we only had like 2 in Best of the Best for damage heroes. I guess damage heroes are kind of taking over right now. That's the guess that I'm going with right now, because there was quite a while where control heroes... Hey, I don't need you, oh, never mind. You're not really spamming. It looked like you were spamming. Yeah, just go in with some fantastic damage. That's kind of all you really need to do with Shank, because she's just an extremely heavy, normal damage tank. So if you can just hit her with some fantastic damage, she really doesn't have a ton to do against that. Yeah, Gadget really didn't seem very special. I was reading her skills. She really did not excite me. I literally don't even remember what it did, to be honest. Like, I'm down to do a Pocahontas vote. I love Pocahontas now. We are super split on this, but I think balanced is winning out for Gadget. It's kind of interesting that they're putting in some like balanced new heroes. Maybe it's just because there's so many now that it's kind of tough to come up with anything like super duper amazing. But it seems like they have every single new hero lately has been either like extremely best of the best or just really meh, you know? Not a whole lot, Jay. We did our vote for Ariel and put Ariel up to best of the best, and we also put Bolt in best of the best. And currently we are doing our Gadget votes, and it looks like we got 10 votes in so far. We're relatively split on where Gadget goes, but it looks like balance is winning out so far. See if we can get some more votes in for Gadget. I know, I feel like nobody really cares about Gadget. She's very forgettable, in my opinion, even though she's brand new. Also, it's kind of disappointing that they didn't come out with like a villain or a Halloween-y character for October sign-in. I feel like it just makes sense. Alright, no one else is really voting for Gadget. I guess no one really cares. So, she's going in... she's a damage hero, right? Gadget. I have no space in balanced damage heroes. It's very annoying. I do not like it at all. I'll figure this out later. I'm sorry it's so small, guys. I have to do some like moving around and stuff. Alright, Gadget. I don't know what friend does for her. Let me go back into the game here. Oh, alright, I'm opening the game so I can look at Gadget real quick. Alright, let's get the next one up here. I think the next one I'm going to bring up here is Helga, because you guys seem to be talking about Helga quite a bit. So we're going to get the next poll up while I figure out my Gadget stuff. Alright. Helga. The official vote. The first official vote for Helga. Best of the best. Really good. I don't think she'll go any lower than balanced, so we're gonna go with that. Alright, Helga poll is going up right now. I really hope they do something Halloween-y this month. They did last year. Last year they came out with Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Me and Coraline were looking at it last night. Did you know? For the October sign-in hero for 2020, it was Sadness. And then they came out with Lock, Shock, and Barrel in October. So they didn't come out with a Halloween character last year either. Alright, let me look at Gadget super fast. I'm just going to read her her discs. Sorry if I feel like I'm like all over the place a little bit. Gadget fires 6 more plungers. Snares last 4 seconds longer, and she gains 50 energy. I feel like the CL is better. Do they both have Clawhauser? Oh, Bolt has Clawhauser. That's what it is. I see why the Clawhauser on Bolt is better. That's kind of weird that they both have Clawhauser though. Gadget and Bolt. I guess they gotta add in some friend disc for that. I think the Clawhauser disc sounds better on Gadget, so I'm just gonna go with that. Alright, looks like Balanced is definitely winning out for Helga, so I think I'm just gonna leave her where she is. We only got 8 votes though. We lost a bunch of people, huh? Sorry, I'm not entertaining enough for you guys. Yeah, I honestly don't care about Helga. I'm not planning on working on her anytime soon. She does not really excite me very much. That's fair. That is totally fair. Perhaps we can talk about Helga some more in the future too. Obviously, this is by no means the end-all, be-all for Helga. Alright, so we did that. We got Gadget, we got Helga. Next one we want to talk about is Lilo, because, man, there was a lot of people that were like, Lilo sucks, why is she really good? As soon as the tier list posted. My god. There was a ton of backlash about Lilo being really good. So, we're gonna get that poll going. That was probably one of the most controversial parts of any of my tier lists so far. I mean, the first couple tier lists, they were pretty rough, but then we kind of hashed it all out and figured it out as time went on. But honestly, I don't think... I'm gonna add a decent option also. Alright, Lilo, her first official vote, or I guess her second official vote, but... if you guys are just getting here, get yourself into the chat. We're doing polls. For the full tier list stream experience. We vote in polls on every single movement that goes on in the tier list. I don't want to put Lilo in balanced. I got no space for that. Alright, so far we are... Ooh, someone wants to leave Lilo in really good. Look at that. So far we got 8 votes. What's up, Elmo? How you doing, man? Ooh, we're pretty split on Lilo, actually. A little bit. It looks like we're 50 for balanced, and then 50 for either really good or decent. So we're somewhat split. It looks like I'm gonna be moving Lilo down to balanced though. That's my guess anyways. We'll see if we can get a couple more votes, but that seems to be the consensus here. She's really good when you're level 15. Yeah, I don't really care about Lilo either. Although, I mean, I love Lilo, but yeah. I couldn't even make a good clip for her when I was talking about her for my my gym overview. I literally like tried to get a good clip of Lilo doing things against Jim, and I just straight up could not without killing her right away. Against the one person in my Coliseum that had her that week. But look at, I have no space. I can figure it out. Don't worry. I got this. We're just gonna go one size smaller. And then we're gonna press enter, and then we're gonna put Lilo in there. And we're gonna change it to the correct font. white, and we're Gucci. And then we get rid of Lilo, out of really good. And that is that. Alright, so Lilo has moved down to balanced. Yeah, no, honestly, Ariel seems very, very good. I feel like Ariel might join, like, Tron and Kermit and Jim as being, like, for a very, very long time, being one of the best supports in the game. I don't think Tron is ever going to leave Best of the Best, ever, to be honest. He's already been in the game for well over a year at this point, and Tron is still just absolutely one of the best supports. So I do not think that Tron is ever going to leave Best of the Best unless they come out with a better version of Tron that does his white skill even better than him. Yeah, I kind of already did make F irrelevant a little bit. I didn't have as much time as I wanted to spend making the boxes a little bit bigger. Alright, so we got Lilo down to balanced. Let's talk about the next one here. Alright, so we're going to end the Lilo poll. The next one I wanted to bring up here is going to be GoGo. GoGo, I think, has potential to move up, to be honest. GoGo is really, really good. Alright. Go. Tomatoes. Best, oh, the best. Really good. I'll put balanced in just for shits and giggles, even though I'm pretty sure she's not going to go that low. Alright, GoGo Tamago. Let's do it. Go, 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 go. I think she's got potential to move up, to be honest. We'll have to discuss. Tron's white skill is 100% the best in the game. There is, like, no denying that Tron's white skill is insanely powerful. Oh, wow. I'm actually kind of surprised you guys are leaving her in. I mean, it was only 5 votes so far. We shall see. I feel like everybody was really hype on GoGo when she, like, first dropped, and no one talks about her anymore. It's kind of weird. I'm actually kind of surprised you guys are leaving her in really good. I thought for sure she was going to move up to Best of the Best, to be honest. I don't particularly care either way. I do think that GoGo is good regardless. So whether she winds up in Best of the Best or really good, she's definitely worth working on, I think. She's pretty borderline between the two. Yeah, no, if you are not trying to, like, push yourself up into stronger guilds, I definitely recommend it. Getting yourself at least into, like, a top 10 guild or something is really, really helpful. It's honestly way more beneficial than you might think, just from the amount of rewards that you get, and even just, like, the guild perks that the top guilds have. It's always just super duper helpful, and allows you to build your heroes a lot more for free without having to do a whole lot. Like, it's insane how much guild gifts I get just from being in the top guild in my server. Alright, we only got 8 votes so far. There's at least 3 more of you that have not voted. Well, Tron's going down to F. Alright, I guess that's what's going on in this. I am server 1. Alright, I guess we're just gonna leave GoGo in really good. That seems to be the consensus here with only 8 votes, but still. Works for me. Alright, so the next one that I wanted to talk about, now we're going to move on to some of the more older heroes that came up on the forums and stuff like that over the course of the past month. And also from the surveys and things like that. So that's pretty much all of the new heroes that we just needed some adjustments or just discuss in general. So the next one we're going to do here is, let's talk about, oh, sorry, I forgot to add that. You're right, thank you, appreciate it. Alright, so, anyways. King Samba. Oh, you're Samba? Or... Alright, so, who do we want to talk about next? Let's talk about Zerg. My guild loves Zerg. Alright, where does Zerg go? Let's say no higher than balanced. So I'm gonna do balanced, decent. What do you guys think about Zerg? Any opinions on Zerg? Alright, we got a Zerg poll going up here. Zerg. Yeah, I saw a lot. I've been seeing it since literally the beginning of my tier list streams. Because originally we had Zerg in F's in the chat in the very, very first couple tier lists, and my god, there was a lot of people that were like, nah, Zerg is actually pretty good. And you cannot have Zerg in F's in the chat. So we got him up to meh at that point. And now, in the past like couple months or something like that, there's definitely been just some random discussion here and there. Sorry, I totally spaced. Yeah, so even down in meh, there's been a lot of discussion and stuff like that about Zerg needing to move up at least another tier or so. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be voting on here. It looks like we are definitely getting him up to decent, for sure. So far with our 6 people that voted for that. I think somebody's gonna be happy about that, especially my guild. There's like at least 2 or 3 people in my guild, and I'm in the #1 guild on server 1, that absolutely love using Zerg and just completely, he does completely just melt faces with his white skill. I feel like decent and below is harder to organize. Yeah, that's fair. I think decent is actually still usable characters. Yeah, that's really, Zerg is kind of like the ultimate glass cannon, I think, in this game. Even more so than Shigo and Wasabi, who are kind of like the other 2 big glass cannons. But I think Zerg is like the ultimate one, because his white skill, if he can get it off, it absolutely just destroys everybody. But keeping him alive long enough in order to get it off is really, really difficult. Plus, since Zerg stands in the back, it's he doesn't link with Megara unless you're off auto. So you can't depend on Megara to keep Zerg alive. It doesn't really work even with Jim because Jim goes to the frontmost ally as well, unless you're not playing on auto. So I think that's really the big downside of Zerg, is kind of just that he's a glass cannon that stands in the back. So that is what I think about Zerg. But I do think that he can move up. I think that's fair. Honestly, I almost put Zerg in my top 10 white skills list video that I made like a month or so ago. I was very close to doing it. That's why I wanted to put him in. Oh shit, did we get a donation? Hold the phone. Thank you, Sloan. I appreciate it. Oh man, I honestly forgot your name. We literally just talked about it the other day. I'm so bad with names, but thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Oh, Peter, right? Pete? Paul? It was either Peter or Paul. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate that you love the noob guides. It really means a lot. Because I definitely needed those when I started out with this video, with this channel. Alright, I got distracted by the donation. Sorry. Alright, so Zerg moved up decent. We got that down. Paul. Alright, I was right. I'm really bad with names, I'm sorry. Alright, next one that we're going to talk about here. I keep getting distracted by just everything in general. Maybe it's just my mood today. Alright, so the next one... Oh, let's talk about Ham. I think Ham is a good one to bring up here. A lot of people have been saying that he should move down. I'm okay with moving him down, to be honest. I think that is fair. I think there's a lot better true damage out there now, especially because Shigo and Wasabi still kind of just shine above him. I think Ham is just a little bit too slow. I think that's really the big downside for Ham. So we got a Ham poll going up right now. That was the other thing that people keep bringing up. Man, Judy has been moving around a lot. We had Judy in decent, I think last month, or maybe the month before. Somebody was really, really hotly trying to get Judy down to F's in the chat, but I was like, nah. Judy has some use, don't worry. So then we did a poll, and Judy moved down to meh. So that is where Judy sits right now. But for now, let's talk about Ham first. We can talk about Judy later for sure. I didn't have Judy on my list, but Judy can definitely be discussed later. Absolutely, you can see the top guilds in your server. Just go over to the guilds thing on the right side of the page of the main menu. And then I think you can just, yeah, that's it. And then you just click on the little drop-down tab thingy and click on guilds, and it'll show you all the top guilds in the game. So far. It looks like Ham is definitely going in really good so far. I like it, I'm okay with it. And it also makes some more space in Best of the Best. I did win. Wait, the video's up there. I don't want to spoil the video if you guys haven't watched it yet. Definitely go check out the video. I just came out with it yesterday. Alright, so it looks like Ham is going to go down. I like it. Make some more space in Best of the Best. Yeah, it's tough to stay in Best of the Best. Now, don't get me wrong, really good is still some of the best heroes in the game. Honestly, best of the best and really good are where you want to be as a hero. Those are the two, like, the meta is pretty much really good and best of the best. Balanced is like the middle of the road heroes. Decent is still usable heroes that I just think either are overshadowed by somebody else who does the same things better than them, or just they are kind of have their own little niche. So that is that. I think Zerg also should turn red. I think that was another thing that we talked about. I can't quite remember, but I'm going to turn Zerg red. There was somebody else that wanted to turn red. I can't remember. Hey, don't worry. Ham is still really good. I just don't think he's on the same level as the heroes up here. I think that is kind of the discussion. I think Fairy Godmother is fine to stay on the line of really good and best of the best, literally on the line, since no one can decide. And I'm really tired of doing Fairy Godmother votes. I want to have one stream where we don't have to do a Fairy Godmother vote. It's been literally 5 or 6 months at this point that we've just been non-stop talking about Fairy Godmother polls, so... Yeah, Mim is always really good. Alright, let's get the ham poll done. The next one, I think there was somebody that was talking about possibly moving Rocketeer up to best of the best, but I do not see that, to be honest. I think that might have been a survey one. Somebody from one of the surveys. Whoops, hold up. That's not what I want to do. I really hope they... That would be really cool if they did a refresh of Jack Skellington this month. That would be insane. I would love that. Alright, so we're talking about Rocketeer. I feel like we did a Rocketeer poll recently, and he just kind of stayed in really good. And I'm going to put balanced in as well. I don't think he's going to go any lower than balanced. Alright, Rocketeer poll is going up right now. What do you guys think on Rocketeer? Any opinions? I don't have very many opinions on Rocketeer. I haven't used him. I don't see too many people using Rocketeer all that much. I know he is a good backline counter, since he just goes right on in and bloop, and just drops right in. Ooh, we are split as fuck on Rocketeer. He is definitely not the Pumpkin King right now. He is more like the Pumpkin Pie. I don't know, because we eat him for breakfast every time we face him. Ooh, we're actually really split on Rocketeer. I think he's really just one of those characters that people are really split on. He's like the best for some people, and then I don't know. He's very middle of the road for others. I don't know. It's tough to say for Rocketeer, to be honest. Damn, son. What's up, new folks? Get yourself in the chat, vote in a poll. We're doing a vote on Rocketeer right now. Where do you guys think Rocketeer should go? I can't see who voted for what. It just, I see the same thing you guys do. Yeah, I'm curious if Ariel's just gonna push Wasabi and Shigo just like completely out of best of the best. Alright, so you guys are very split between balanced and really good. I think at that point, especially if somebody or one of you guys put balanced and you meant to put really good, I think that makes it even. So I think we're just gonna leave Rocketeer where he is for now, since it's not really unanimous or anything like that. Plus, with only 9 votes, it's not the best. Well, Judy's not an F, she's in meh, but yeah. I think the big downside for Judy is the fact that after her initial Inspire goes out in the first, like, 10 seconds of the fight, Judy kind of just sits there and doesn't really do anything other than the whole revive thing. So... Alright, I guess no one else is really gonna vote in this, huh? I'm hoping for at least 10. Alright, I'm gonna leave Rocketeer where he is. You guys are taking too long to vote. Alright, let's get the next one up here, and then we'll talk about it. Give that a second. I think the next one we're gonna talk about here is Maximus. There was somebody in the survey that said that Maximus should move back up to best of the best. I can kind of see it, but also not at the same time. But we haven't talked about Maximus in a few months, so might as well bring him up, right? And I'll put balanced in too, even though I don't think he's going to go down to balanced, but we'll see. So, what do you guys think on Maximus? Maximus is probably still one of the most popular tanks in the game. I do still see quite a few Maximuses still. He has kind of fallen out a little bit because I don't think Study is all that used anymore. Like, Maximus was probably the best tank in the game when Study was like taking over the entire game. But I think those days are pretty much over at this point, especially as True Damage has pretty much taken over as the meta-defining thing at the moment. Scrooge went down to meh like 2 months ago. We did a vote. It was a thing. So what are you guys thinking on Maximus? Ooh, a little bit split, We got 9 votes. If you are not in the chat right now, get yourself in the chat. We got a poll going on for Maximus right now, so if you like Maximus and you think he should move up, get yourself in there and vote. Just gonna give it another minute and see if we can get some more votes for Maximus, but it looks like Maximus is going to stay right where he is. But that's why we vote. It's a little democracy, you know? Ooh, another vote for best of the best. Alright, so far, really good is just winning by, I think, 2 votes, maybe 1. I can't math. I think it's 1 vote. We got like 3 more votes for Maximus and really good. Alright, I think really good is where Maximus is going to stay. So I'm sorry for whoever put that survey thing up. Unfortunately, you were wrong, buddy. So, sorry. Maximus is going to stay where he is. Alright, let's get the next one up here. The next one on my list here is going to be Huey, Dewey, Louie. Where are they right now? They are in meh right now. HDL. They are in meh. I think whoever talked about Huey, Dewey, Louie was saying they should move up a tier or 2. I can't remember. I think that's what the discussion was. I'm going all the way down to F with this, just because. We're gonna run the full gambit on Huey, Dewey, Louie. I think Huey, Dewey, Louie are decent. They do get boosted skill power from every time a hero is stunned from any source. So that is also cool. So it makes it so that they deal more damage as the fight goes on, pretty much. Especially if you put them in some kind of stun team, like with Evil Queen or like Rapunzel or something like that. Ooh, we got a couple splits, a little bit of a split on HDL. Got 6 votes so far. We're relatively split. I think they just don't quite do enough, and they're a little bit slow, I think. And they're just old heroes in general, which means that they don't have the best stats ever. Ooh, we're really split on... Oh, we're split as hell right now. God damn. Alright, who's gonna be the deciding vote on Huey, Dewey, Louie? So far, we are literally 33% for balanced, decent, and meh. So, if you want to be the deciding vote, get yourself into the chat right now. I see there's 5 people in here that have not voted yet. I think if we're... I think if we're super split, maybe if we can get a couple more votes in. I think I'm gonna put him in decent if we're this split, just to split the difference, you know? Alright, somebody else voted decent here. I've never used Huey, Dewey, Louie a single time. The bear traps are kind of cool. I don't quite think there's enough of them, though. I can't remember how exactly it works. They're kind of slow, and I feel like they don't quite have the damage output that they need to have. That might be the big downside for them. Got a few people that haven't voted yet. I'm gonna go with decent, I think. Oh, we got another vote for decent. Alright, so decent is actually winning outright now. This is very intense. I'm enjoying this. Alright, I think it's fair for me to move Huey, Dewey, Louie up. Alright, let's move them around. Also, I apologize if things are messy on the tier list right now. I will clean it up a little bit more before it actually goes live. Which it'll go live on Reddit, Facebook, the forums, and Twitter. Pretty much everywhere, so... Yeah, let me do this. Let's do this. And then we're gonna make it slightly smaller. There we go. Alright, so now Huey, Dewey, Louie are in decent. Sorry, I feel like I keep just like spacing out for a second and then not talking or anything, so I hope it's not like too boring for you guys. But alright, so Huey, Dewey, Louie moved up to decent. I think that's fair. They definitely are not that bad, so I can agree with it. Yeah, I don't know who... it's hard to tell who is, like, experienced in this game or not. I have almost no opinion on Scrooge McDuck, to be honest. I never have too many issues anytime I face one. There is almost nobody that uses Scrooge at all. I very, very rarely ever face a Scrooge. Alright, so anyways, the next one. I think somebody was saying to move Vanellope down, even though literally this month we just moved Vanellope up. Where did we move Vanellope to? Where's Vanellope at? She's control, isn't she? Is Vanellope not even on the list right now? Or am I blind? Okay. Where the hell is Vanellope? Oh, she is damage. I thought she was control. Alright, so we had, I think last month or 2 months ago, we moved Vanellope up to decent. Somebody was saying that she should just move straight down to F. I don't think that, she has slow, which is always good. I think that's how you spell Vanellope. I hope so. I thought Vanellope was control for some reason. I don't know. But anyways, let's do a full-on poll here. Decent. Meh. And F. We're going the full gambit on Vanellope here. Alright, Vanellope poll is going up right now. Yeah, there was somebody on a survey discussion thing that said that Vanellope should go down to F. I kind of disagree. I don't think she should go that low. She is not that bad in my opinion. Like I said, she does have slow. And does a surprising amount of damage. Ooh, you guys are really split. I think Vanellope has her uses. Not gonna lie. I don't think she belongs in F by any means. Damn, you guys are voting pretty hard on this one. Nice. Alright, so Vanellope's going back down, it looks like. There was somebody a few months ago that was like really pushing to get Vanellope up to decent. Or even balanced, actually. Which I don't see personally, but... Alright, we got 13 votes. Looks like Met is winning out, so Vanellope is moving back down. Sorry, Vanellope. Alright, so yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Person that was really pushing. Frozone best of the best? Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, that's not the same shade of red, huh? I'll have to figure that out later. That's gonna bug me if it's not the same shade of red as the rest of them. Alright, Vanellope, you did your thing there. Next one, I think somebody was saying Ursula should go down to F. So let's do that really quick. I wanted to try out Ursula because of the Hex, because the Hex is really, really good. I just think Ursula does not have any kind of defense at all that keeps her alive. So it's kind of tough when it comes to Ursula. But I think her Hex does have potential, in theory, but I don't know. Her defense just sucks. Will Ursula join Frozone? Or is she going to stay in Meh? These are the things that we are voting on right now. Oh, let me get just a quick stretch. Oh yeah. Alright, you guys are voting hard to keep her in Meh. I'm cool with that. I don't care. I'm fine with that. Yeah, Ursula just kind of dies. That's a pretty good summary of her. Yeah, I'm fine with keeping her in Meh. Oh, we'll make that one kind of short. I don't think anything's super duper special about her that really deserves too much discussion. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the end of my list of heroes that I wanted to discuss. There was another survey. Another survey person said that Gerald should move up to really good. Gerald. I'll put decent in there also just because, so we can get the full gambit here. I don't think they go any lower than decent though. Alright, so we got a poll for Gerald going up right now. I have very little opinion on Gerald. I always mix up Gerald and Hank constantly. I think Gerald is the one that has silence, which is good. But, or am I don't know. I always mix up Gerald and Dory and, Hank every single time. Alright, we got 7 votes already. Alright, you guys look like you're voting to leave Gerald where he is. I'm fine with that. I have very little opinion on Gerald. I've never used Gerald. I've definitely faced some tough Geralds that have been really annoying. But overall, I have very little opinion on them. Yeah, Gerald. Yeah, I've definitely had a lot of trouble with Gerald in the past, for sure. But they're nothing like too crazy in my opinion, so I think balanced is fine. I'm fine with leaving them there. Oh, we got a Gerald lover over here, Adam. Oh boy. All right, what's your argument here, Adam? I hope so too, man. Thank you, David, for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it. I feel the same. I mean, I don't have an opinion, but alright, I'm gonna say Gerald is gonna stay there. I'm fine with that. We're gonna end that Gerald poll. We have I have one more on my list of heroes to discuss that came up in the forum chat, actually. Someone was saying that Peter Pan should move down. He's been just kind of chilling Alright, so Peter Pan. Somebody on the forums was talking about Peter Pan having to move down to decent at this point. I haven't seen very many people use Peter Pan in a very, very long time. Peter Pan used to be like one of the best damage heroes in the game, but he's definitely had his time to shine and has since gone away. If that made any sense. But yeah, Peter Pan, I think we put him in balanced in literally my very first tier list. He's in balanced right now. Yeah, I think we voted to put Peter Pan in balanced in literally the very first tier list stream that we made, and he's just kind of been sitting there ever since. He has not moved or even really been discussed. So I think it's good to at least bring him up for the first time and just see what we think so far. Damn, you guys are voting meh? I didn't think he was that bad. I feel like Peter Pan still has his uses. I mean, he's by no means one of the best damage heroes in the game anymore. Like I said, his time is definitely up as far as being in the meta. I don't think anybody really uses Peter Pan anymore. I'm pretty surprised you guys are voting meh, though. Not gonna lie. I thought decent. Decent is what I was thinking. But, I mean... give it another minute. Oh, there's only 11 people watching. Alright, whatever. Peter Pan's cool. Mulan is very good. She is very easily counterable, though. Especially nowadays. Mulan definitely had her day. She was absolutely the best damage hero when she first came out, but she's very easily countered nowadays. Honestly, I think Mulan is almost at the point where she could move down to balanced. Probably a couple months away at this point. Once we get another round of characters joining the game, I think Mulan is going to move down to balanced at some point soon. Yeah, her day in the spotlight is definitely up. Very, very soon. But I think for now, Mulan is still one of the best. We can talk about Honey Lemon for sure. Alright, I'm honestly very surprised that Peter Pan's moving down to meh, but I'm cool with it. Peter Pan, I'm sorry, bro. I used to love you. You were one of my favorite characters back in the day. We can talk about Honey Lemon for sure. We'll see about Ariel. Alright, let's end this Peter Pan poll. So what do you guys want to talk about next? I am out of the characters. That is all the characters that I wanted to talk about. Is there anybody else that you want to talk about? Oh, sure, Dapper. You were the deciding vote that put him down in meh. You monster. I don't know about Rapunzel moving up a tier, to be honest. Alright, let's talk about Honey Lemon. You guys are talking about Honey Lemon, so might as well. Best or the best? I'll put balanced in just for shits and giggles, but I don't think she's gonna go that low. I think there's less Honey Lemons going around lately. Oh yeah, Judy. That was the other one we wanted to discuss. That's right. I was having trouble with a Judy today, actually. I'm honestly fine moving Honey Lemon down to really good. I honestly never really thought that she should have even moved up to best of the best in the first place. You guys voted on that a few months ago. Where's Miss Piggy now? Is she imbalanced? Oh, Miss Piggy's indecent. I love Rapunzel still. I've been using her way less lately. I just never really thought that Honey Lemon deserved to be up top because she's very much a one-trick pony, and she really only works when she's with a freeze and blind team and at red skill. So I honestly never even thought she should have moved up to best of the best in the first place. I thought she was fine and really good all this time, but we did a vote a few months back and Honey Lemon moved up to best of the best, but I don't know. I never thought that she was like the best. I mean, she can absolutely destroy any team as long as she's on that freeze and blind team, but the fact that she needs that freeze and blind to do it, I think brings her down kind of a notch as far as the tiers go. But it looks like you guys are kind of agreeing with me. I hope I didn't like sway the vote by talking about Honey Lemon, but that's just my thoughts on Honey Lemon. I totally agree. We're slowly losing all these control heroes that used to just completely dominate the meta. Very slowly. Yeah. She does, what, 200% more damage to blind and frozen opponents. Her red skill makes her damage output insane against blinded and frozen opponents. So, like I said, as long as she's on a team that can freeze and blind, Honey Lemon just completely destroys anybody, but if she's not with anybody that freezes or blinds, she does like basically no damage. But she does still slow, which is cool. Alright, you guys are really wanting to discuss Rapunzel, it looks like. So we're gonna do that. We got quite a bit of movement here. I like it, I like it. I kind of did want to use this stream as like a transition, because I feel like we've had a lot of heroes that have just been kind of sitting where they're at without being discussed for a very long time. So I'm glad we're talking about all these heroes that don't really get discussed anymore. I think we needed to do that just to make like these really small adjustments like this. Like say with like Peter Pan and Vanellope and stuff like that have just been kind of stagnating. I don't think Rapunzel goes to best of the best by any means, but we shall discuss it. Alright, Rapunzel poll is going up right now. I'm fine either way. When it comes to Rapunzel, I still like Rapunzel. I don't use her as much as I used to, but I still like her. I always use her mostly as like a shield counter, along with Dash to counter Slinky and other shield heroes like that. What's going on, new folks? If you guys are not in the chat, I'd recommend getting in the chat because we're doing polls right now for every single hero that we want to move around. Currently, we are doing a poll on Rapunzel, and we are very, very split on where she goes. I definitely do not think Rapunzel should go in best of the best by any means. There's no way she's on the same level as any of these top supports in any realm. so we got 8 votes so far. We got like 15 people in here, I think. So, I'm fine moving Rapunzel back up to really good, to be honest. I am totally okay with that. I love Rapunzel. What are you talking about, Elmo? Definitely not. What are you definitely nodding? Alright, I think Rapunzel is going to be moving up to really good. I'm cool with that. I love Rapunzel. My issue is I do not think that she is even close to being on the same level. I'm a little biased on Rapunzel. But I'm telling you right now, there's no way she is on the same level as Kermit, Tron, Jim, and Ariel as our prediction. I could see her being on the same level as these, though. Like, Timon. Honestly, I think Timon could potentially move up, but that's a little bit much. Yeah, I think me and Elmo are on the same page here. There's absolutely no way that Rapunzel... Okay, let's talk about Judy next. Sorry, I know you've been wanting to talk about Judy for a very long time now, so let's get that going. So, opinions on Judy. Where should she go? While I get the poll going here. Alright, so we're gonna go... I'll go the full gambit with Judy. I honestly don't really know where to place her. She's a very weird one. I've already said before, I think Judy has tons and tons of potential. I'm not sure about Esmeralda. We can do a fear poll next. Yeah, supports are very strong overall. Alright, we are doing a Judy poll right now. If you are not in the chat, get yourself in here. We're putting Judy in decent, it looks like. Yeah, so like I said, Judy has tons and tons of potential with her Inspire, especially with her her Felix friend disc. She can really make her team do tons and tons of damage. The main issue with Judy is that after the first like 10 seconds of the fight, she really doesn't do a whole lot. Oh, and Pocahontas too. I forgot about that. That was the other one that we wanted to talk about. Oh yeah. Judy's Inspire makes her team do tons and tons of damage right off the bat. I used to use Judy with Tigger a lot for the really, really quick damage. Alright, so it looks like Judy is very clearly moving up. I'm cool with it. I like it. She's going on the top of the list too. Why not? Yeah, I mean, Judy just pairs with any damage hero. That's really her main bread and butter. You can throw Judy in with any damage hero at all. Alright, so we wanted to do Pocahontas next? Is that what it was? Pocahontas? I think Pocahontas does have potential to move up to best of the best. I have absolutely loved Zerg. Yeah, we can talk about Bunsen after that. One at a time, my guy. One at a time. I don't know why I'm spelling out best of the best for the first time ever right now, but I just did. And then we'll do balance too for shits and giggles. I think Bunsen is fine and balanced also. Oh no, it's really good. Oh boy, we got one vote. Pocahontas going down to balance. I don't think she goes in balance, to be honest. Pocahontas is currently my #1 hero, and I have been absolutely loving her ever since I powered her up. She's become probably my most used hero in the game since I powered her up. She's extremely good, especially with her red skill. Is that her red skill? No, it's her purple skill. Sorry. The one that gives skill power to blue team. I use Pocahontas with Shigo all the time. It makes her damage even more ridiculous. And I started using Pocahontas with Calhoun, now that I powered Calhoun up. So far, Best of the Best has exactly 50% of the vote, and we got everybody voted so far. Oh man, that's tough actually, not gonna lie. I think we can move Pocahontas up. I think she's a little bit better than those that are already in really good right now. I can agree with it. Alright, Pocahontas is replacing Honey Lemon in Best of the Best. Alright, so then we want to do Esmeralda. I don't know if Esmeralda moves up. I think Esmeralda's fine where she is, to be honest. I have, I think, a plus 70 or 80 purple skill Pocahontas. I love it. It's great. Alright. Esmeralda. However the fuck it's spelled. We're gonna go with that. I think Esmeralda's fine where she is. Barley is currently in balanced for tanks. I don't really see anybody use Barley at all. But I think Esmeralda's fine where she is. TBH. I don't think there's really any world where she is on the same level as Kermit-Tron, Jim, and Ariel. I honestly don't even use Russell, and I have Russell powered up, but I haven't really used them at all. I'm always too scared. I don't know why. That's fair, that's fair. Mr. Elmo. Alright, yeah, you guys are definitely voting to leave Esmeralda in really good. I'm cool with it. That's fine with me. Alright, let's do a quick Bunsen poll. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys voted to put Bunsen down to balanced. Best of the best, really good. I don't know why I capitalized good. I don't think Bunsen's gonna go any lower than balanced. Alright, so We got Bunsen poll up right now. We're just gonna do a couple rapid fire polls really quick. I think Russell just had so much hype right in the beginning of when he joined the game, and now everybody, like, nobody talks about him at all anymore. Not very many people really even use Russell all that much. The Shatter is extremely scary alongside Shigo. Like, not like them on the same team, but you know what I mean? Like, the Shatter is just extremely scary no matter what. Yeah, man. Bolt. Really? I have no opinion on Sheriff whatsoever. I don't see too much Sheriff, and I don't know. I haven't used him. I don't even know what he does, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna say Bunsen, really good. Just staying right where he is. That's cool with me. Let's talk about Sheriff. I don't know anything about him. Sheriff of Lackingham. I don't think very many people use Sheriff at all. Maybe he's just really flying under the radar. Maybe that's what it is. He's just really flying under the radar, maybe. I feel like we've done like 3 polls of Carl potentially moving up to best of the best also. Should Slinky move down? There was somebody that was saying Slinky should move down also. I remember vaguely in one of the discussions that I've had on the Reddit recently, I think. Alright, looks like Sheriff is gonna stay in really good. Sorry, bro. That's fine, that's fine. What do you guys think on Slinky? I feel like Slinky is, like, almost done with his time. Yeah, kind of same with Clawhauser. I feel like Clawhauser is very easily countered by Tron, not Tron. Well, yes, by Tron, but by true damage nowadays. Like, Wasabi and Shigo really counter Clawhauser hard at this point. Yeah, I think tanks overall are, like, the worst in the game. That's fair. King. Alright, let's do a quick Miss Piggy poll. We're gonna do a little rapid fire poll on Miss Piggy. Yeah, Tron counters literally every single hero in the game. King, you are a full-on Clawhauser hater. Alright, we're gonna do Miss Piggy, like, really, really quick. Somebody said Miss Piggy earlier in the stream, so might as well. Miss Piggy, I think, still has some potential, but she's definitely, out of... Whoa! Very split. There's only 2 people, so if we can get a couple more votes in. We're doing a Miss Piggy thing. Ooh, somebody voted to put Miss Piggy all the way down. Okay. Yeah, I think Miss Piggy had her time in the spotlight like a year ago at this point, and she's kind of just stagnating, just slowly moving down and down and down. Alright, since we're super even, I think I'm just gonna leave her. She's indecent right now, right? Yeah, I'm fine with that. The best overall team? That's tough. There's so, like, at this point, I don't think you can possibly make a perfect team, because I think everything is counterable nowadays. And also, I'm really bad at making teams. I always just wing everything I make. But I'm gonna have to go with some kind of Shigo, Megara, Tron, Kermit, and Jim, something like that. Oh, there's also Ian. Oh, there's Pocahontas too. Oh, never mind. Alright, so Shigo, Megara, Pocahontas, Tron, and I don't know, Darkwing Duck? I don't know, I wing everything, so I never, like, stick to just one solid team. Mad Hatter's really cool. We moved Mad Hatter up to balance, like, a month or 2 ago. If we want to move Hatter all the way up, that would be pretty insane. Alright, so it looks like I kind of got distracted from the Miss Piggy poll. It looks like Miss Piggy's going down to meh by 1 vote. That's fine, I guess. Sorry, Miss Piggy. Goodbye, Miss Piggy. You're moving down. You're gonna join the crew. Fuck. Okay, hold on. We can do this, don't worry. We got this. I'll clean this up later, don't worry. I think just Shigo and Megara, I never know what the hell to do against it. That's really my only issue. If it's Shigo with, like, anybody else other than Megara, I don't have too many issues with Shigo. Alright, so who was next? Oh, Clawhauser, that's right. Clawhauser. I don't think he goes any lower than really good, so. I have, I think, red 13 and then max skills and for my server. I need to work on Ron. Ooh, I'm very surprised by this. Yeah, I think Clawhauser is kind of moving out a little bit. He can still be pretty annoying, but... Bolt might be the new replacement for, like, Insane. Also, Ron. I think Ron is might be the best damage at the moment, overall. I don't know if you guys can agree with that or not. I want to say Ron is probably the best damage hero right now. Just overall. He's very balanced, he can go with a ton of heroes, and he just absolutely rips. Alright, Clawhauser is moving down. Poor Clawhauser. He had his time. I think tanks just suck overall. Alright, let's do a chef pull too then. Fred and Sadness switch. What were we doing? Oh, Swedish Chef. Oh no, my thing moved. I gotta fix that. I didn't notice that the thing was off. Excuse me. Adjust this because somehow it got offline. I don't know why. Ron has Reflect. He would go good with Ian. I can't say I know enough about Ron to say. Ooh, we're split on Irish Chef here. I'm getting bored and I'm starting to just come up with ridiculous names. Shank is really, really, really good. Shank is probably the best tank in the game right now. Alright, you guys are voting to leave Swedish Chef where he is. I'm kind of surprised by that. I don't see too many Swedish Chefs ever being used. Alright, so it looks like you guys are voting to leave Swedish Chef where he is. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. Should we just, like, move all the tanks down to really good? I feel like that's almost fair. Here, let's end this poll. Hold up. Alright, we got another interesting poll going. I feel like this vote is kind of weird. Alright, it's fine. I like it. Tanks just suck in general. I feel like just like the tank role in general just is not on the same level as the rest of the best. I think that's the issue here. Like, I feel like you have best of the best for these, and then like the tanks like start right about here as far as the power goes. Dash. Dash and Rapunzel. Counter Slinky. Darkwing Duck does, because he blocks shields from going off with one of his friend discs. Alright, we're gonna do that. Anybody else you guys want to talk about? I feel like we're in a pretty decent place right now. I don't really have too many more that I want to talk about. Oh no, Dash can stay. Dash is staying right where he is. Until Bolt takes over and replaces Dash. Anyways. But yeah, so you guys have anybody else you want to talk about? Oh yeah, somebody wanted to talk about Sadness and Fred. What do you want to talk about with them? Did you want them to move up? Cause, I don't know. Or did you want them to move down? The person that was talking about Sadness and Fred. Oh, Fear. That's right. Fear! I'm very forgetful sometimes. Yeah, I love Kristoff, but I've been using him way less the last month or so. Just Freeze in general, I've been using way less. Alright, we got a Fear poll up right now. I don't know if Fear belongs up there, though. Where's Scar at now? Oh, well, Scar is already indecent, my guy. Yeah. That's a good idea. I like that. Jessie is very, very good. I don't know about Scar. I don't think Scar really does much. Yeah, Fear is gonna stay in really good. Sorry, my guy. Yeah, I just don't think Fear is on the same level as these, yet again, as I've said like 4 times in this video, in this stream. I think it's just so hard to compete with these 5 right here. I mean, Ariel's a prediction at this point, but like, just these 4 right here are probably like 4 of the top like 10 heroes in the entire game right there, and it's just so hard to even compete with them. Yeah. If anything, I think Scar might be able to move down, to be honest. Alright, so we're going to end that. Alright, so then we're going to do Jessie. I like the Jessie pull idea. I like that. Honestly, Jessie might even be able to like go all the way to the top. There's definitely some potential there. Jessie is very, very good. She can really catch a lot of people off guard, for sure. And not very many people use... not very many people even really use Jessie, but those that do use Jessie are like absolutely destroy with her. Her white skill steals buffs also, which I think is why Jessie is good right now. I can't remember exactly why. What the exact context of why Jessie is so good in Arena Coliseum specifically right now. Ooh, we got 1 vote for best of the best on Jessie. Look at that. I honestly don't know if Jessie competes on the same level as the ones that are already in best of the best. But she does have a lot of potential, for sure. Oh yeah, because Jessie starts out with energy too, right? She like starts out with like a full energy bar. Alright, so Jessie, moving on up. My girl over here. Hey. Stop it. You're so annoying. Stop it. I'm trying to move Jessie up. I want to say Russell's kind of like a one-trick pony in a way with the shatter stuff. I don't know. I haven't used Russell enough to really have a ton of opinions on him. Ariel is definitely a better fairy godmother for sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and put fairy godmother in really good. I don't think I'm gonna do a poll. I'm just gonna do it. I don't really like her sitting just on the line. And I think Ariel is just going to straight up push her out of best of the best, or of any discussion of best of the best, so. Alright, that's fair, I guess. But yeah, Kermit, Tron, and Jim, easily one of the top. Easily 3 of the top 5, I want to say, in the whole game. Alright, so anybody else you guys want to talk about? I've kind of already did earlier in the stream, but it looks like you probably just got here. My opinion is Ariel is a significantly better fairy godmother. She is going to be a counter for any true damage, so she's going to be a counter for Shigo, Wasabi, Ham, all the other true damage that joined the game recently, GoGo. There's a lot of true damage now that joined the game recently, and I've been waiting on a true damage counter to join, and Ariel with her GE disc, I can't remember who it is to be honest, Gerald, is going to be just that. So Ariel is probably going to be extremely powerful, and she has cleanse on her white skill, which is insane. So I do not think Simba and Nala should move up at all. Mike Wazowski gets brought up every once in a while. The only downside to Kermit, I think, is that Kermit does no damage whatsoever. So if Kermit is like the last one left, you lost the fight no matter what. vote Russell. I gotta end this poll. Give me a second. We can get a Russell poll going.
Best. I don't think they'll go any lower than that. Russell. Alright, so Russell looks like very clearly just going to stay in best of the best. That's kind of what I thought. Oh, never mind. We're splitting it a little bit. If we're staying somewhat split, I'm just going to leave him. Ooh, Steven says Russell is the best in the whole game. Okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I want to say Tron is the best in the whole game. I think Ian is on his way out, to be honest. Tron, I think, is definitely the best in the entire game. I don't think there's anybody that is quite on the same level as Tron. Tron counters literally every single other hero in the entire game. He gives skill power to his team. I think he boosts tanks with one of his friend discs. He gets his white skill off instantly with his Kevin Flynn disc. And yeah, he does a surprising amount of damage too with his purple skill if you can if you mod that up. I honestly wanted to move Disgust down to really good months ago, but I did it and I got a whole bunch of shit for it. Tron is definitely the best. The main downside for Tron is he's a little bit frail. I think that's the main downside for Tron. That's honestly the only downside to Tron. He's just kind of frail. So if you can get to him, he dies pretty quickly. Other than that, you can literally stick Tron on every single team that you make. He'll counter literally every hero in the game. I would 100% recommend working on Tron if you do not have Tron worked on. 100%. Alright, let's talk about Disgust. I'm down for it. Jim, to me, top 5, for sure. Alright, Disgust poll is going up. Sandisk, I know you're an MP3 player, but like, you gotta get to that MP4 level and work on Tron right now. Okay? I need more coffee or something. Been talking for 2 hours, getting thirsty. Ooh, you got, oh man. Some people are not going to be happy to see Disgust move down to really good. That's for sure. We got quite a lot of movement. I'm okay with this, though. Does nothing versus Joy? I don't think people really use Joy that much anymore. I don't see very many Joys ever. At least in server 1. Alright, looks like Disgust is moving down. We're gonna have a fucking mutiny on our hands. And the, on the forums for that. I already know. I'm calling it right now. What about Vinny? I should make the, we're actually getting some heroes out of balance too, which I'm thrilled about. I am over the moon to get some heroes out of the damage balanced role. Alright, whatever. I'll fix that later. Yeah, Hatter has been making a huge comeback the last few months. Like, I don't see very many Vinnies at all. We just moved Honey Lemon down to really good earlier in the stream. Steven, I don't know if you were there for that, but I think the issue with Honey Lemon is she's very much a one-trick pony. It only really works with freeze and blind teams. That's my big gripe with Honey Lemon. Alright, let's do Quackerjack and Hatter. Actually, let's do Mad Hatter first. Oh, sorry, I gotta end this poll. Mad Hatter. I don't think you can go out the best of the best, but I'll put it in anyways for shits and giggles. Really good. How many times can I spell out really good in one stream? That's really the question here. Mad Hatter is currently in balanced. Apparently he's the first one on the list for balanced. That's just a coincidence, but... Damn, somebody voted Mad Hatter to best of the best? That's crazy. That's a bit much, in my opinion. I definitely don't think Mad Hatter is on the same level as any of these up here. I do love that Mad Hatter is completely immune to all disables, and also he gives your team full disable immunity for the first 4 seconds of the fight. I think with his red skill, is that what it is? I feel like I should turn Mad Hatter red. A whole lot of movement, Jay. We've been doing quite a lot of things without you, Jay. Mad Hatter, 2 really good. Oh boy. This is a very interesting tier list. This is turning into a very interesting tier list, that's for sure. How many people do we have in here? We got 13 people. By 1 vote, Mad Hatter. Possibly moving up to really good. very split, though. I kind of want to just leave Mad Hatter where he is, even though technically he won. But the fact that we have a lot of votes for decent and a lot of votes for balanced as well as really good. Calhoun, yeah, she probably could turn red also. There probably is a few heroes that could definitely turn red. Wait, let me look at Mad Hatter again real quick. What is Mad Hatter's red skill? Yeah, I'm gonna turn Mad Hatter red. Alright, we're gonna turn Calhoun red. And then we're also gonna turn Mad Hatter red. I think that is a good deserved thing. Yeah, but the main thing with that is Mad Hatter counters Madam Mim extremely hard. With her, one of the friend discs that I can't remember off the top of my head. Probably the one that I have listed here. Oh, I have both, never mind. But one of the friend discs makes it so that she hexes any hero that has energy at the start of the fight. So it counters Jim, it counters Tron, it counters Jessie. The Mim disc, I mean. So Mad Hatter counters that. I explained this on the Jim overview. I actually just learned about this a few weeks ago. So I think that's part of the reason Mad Hatter is really, really good. It is only 4 seconds, but it can absolutely save you, especially against Madam Mim. It fatigues the enemy. Let me double check what Calhoun's red skill is. Calhoun's red skill is Cybergeddon. She also applies 5 stacks of fatigue to targeted enemies. Fatigue blocks a buff from being applied and is then removed. Calhoun's attacks deal bonus damage to enemies equal to 75% of the enemy's armor. And this has a chance to fail. Yeah, I'm fine giving Calhoun some red. Anything else really small like that should change? I feel like I kind of just neglect all of that for the just physical movement of heroes. But if you guys see anybody else that should definitely turn red or anything like that, definitely let me know. I'll just throw it in right now. I know Mad Hatter moving to really good won, but just the fact that we were so split on it, I think I'm just gonna leave him where he is. RG? What's RG? Oh. Got it. I gotcha. Alright. Mr. Mad Hatter. I'm gonna make them just slightly smaller. I feel like he's very on the line. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. I'm doing good. We're doing quite a lot of things on this tier list, not gonna lie. Shank is fine where she is, in my opinion. Maximus we talked about while you were gone, Steven, and we did a vote, and he wound up staying in really good. I gotta change these red. It's bugging me that it's a different shade of red. I'll do it after. So, after the stream, I will put this all together into the new tier list for October, and it'll go up on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, the forums, everywhere pretty much. I love Nick Wilde. He's my second best hero. He's kind of just like a one-trick pony though with the skill power thing. I have not heard about that. I don't like to look at the spoilers and stuff. I like to be surprised. I know, Anthony, you love to talk about the future updates and stuff, but that's just not me, personally. Alright, Mad Hatter poll is done. Oh, Shank should be red. Let me look at Shank's red skill again. I think the main thing that makes Shank good... Oh, yeah, I guess she does negate 35% more damage against normal attacks. Yeah, that is pretty huge, actually. So, yeah, Shank should definitely turn red also. I agree. Shank's red makes it so that... Shank's red makes it so that her final lap negates 35% more damage, and also her entire team takes 65% less damage from normal crits, which is pretty huge. And then also, Shank gains armor when an enemy normal crits her. Nick Wilde. I would love to do a Nick Wilde poll. We haven't even talked about Nick for months and months and months. Honestly, I kind of think that Nick could stay indecent. I've honestly even been using him less recently. Nick Pohl. Alright, so now Shank doesn't turn red? Is that what we're saying? I mean, to be fair, Shank's purple gives her tons of armor. Shank's friend disc with Vanellope shares the armor with her team, which is the main thing that makes her really, really good. I don't think Nick goes into really good by any means, not gonna lie. Like, I absolutely love Nick, and I don't think he competes. He's very much only good for the skill power boost and maybe a little bit of the charm. But the skill power boost is really all he does. What's up, Blossom? How you doing? I love Nick. He's absolutely... Like, Nick is probably one of the most popular heroes in Server 1. It's kind of strange. Yeah, I think I remember you, Drock. Oh yeah, D-Rock. You put no space, it threw me off, but what's up, dude? Alright, so Nick, my boy, is finally gonna move up where he belongs in Balanced. Geez, that really fucked up decent. I gotta fix that, huh? Alright, anything else? Now I feel like we need to talk about Felix too, since I feel like Nick and Felix are very similar. Bolt might even be better than Dash, to be honest. Bolt also counters normal damage, in addition to being just like Dash. Alright, we're gonna do Felix. I'm losing energy, not gonna lie, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. We could talk about stuff all day. We could talk about moving people around all day, so I think I gotta start calling it pretty soon. Alright, we got a Felix pull. But Felix does freeze. Freeze is cool. Alright. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, but okay. Alright. That's fine. Alright. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with where things are right now. And honestly, I'm really losing a lot of energy here, guys. I don't know how much longer I can go. So I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna finish up this tier list and get it all cleaned up for you guys and put it up on Reddit and everywhere else for you guys in probably the next like hour or so. Bolt is definitely insane. I agree. I was facing a Bolt today. It was insane. Bolt is probably an even better Dash. If there's any last second things that you want to change, I'm not going to do any more polls. I'm done with the polls. But if there's any last second things, I'll stick around for another minute or two. If you guys see anything that you think friend dis should be changed, if you see anybody that should definitely turn red, which means that they are significantly worse without their red skill. If you see any more invasion heroes that should be added in, yeah, just let me know. I'm going to stick around for another minute or two, say my goodbyes and all that. Yeah, so throw that in the chat if you have any other little tiny changes. I'm not going to do any more polls. Other than that, like I said, this tier list is going to be everywhere on the social medias. You probably won't miss it, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate those, especially those that stuck around the entire time. You guys rock. I definitely could not make these tier lists without you guys, so I definitely really, really appreciate it. Especially some of these heroes that I don't really know very much about, because I'll admit, I'm the first to admit that I don't know enough about every single hero in the game, so you guys tend to know a lot more than I do about a lot of heroes, so
So yeah, I appreciate you guys, and we are very close to 1,000 subscribers, so I really, really do appreciate all you guys that are watching, even if you're just watching in the future. You guys are really, really awesome. So, yeah. Bolt for invasion. Is he good for all the invasions? I don't know. That's fair, Blossom. I don't know about Vinny moving up to best of the best, though, so. But yeah, I appreciate you, Blossom. You're the best. Mark, appreciate you, Paul, I appreciate you hanging out as well. We got D-Rock in here. You are awesome. I've been seeing you in every single stream lately. You're awesome. Jerome and Steven, you guys have been really, really helpful as far as getting everything placed. And same with Elmo. You guys are all definitely killing it. Coming in clutch. I definitely appreciate having some like really knowledgeable people in. It definitely really helps. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. Peace.